Guys, and welcome back to the West Ham United career mode in what could potentially be the final episode of this season. It's sad, we're at the end of season 3 already. Couldn't believe it. But first things first, well, we can't really wait, can we? Pleasantries out of the way. Leg 2 of our massive Champions League semi-finals up next, or up first even. Real Madrid at home. Obviously dismantled them at the Bernabeu, and we are 90 minutes away potentially from our first ever Champions League final, where we'll play either PSG or Barcelona. So it's going to be one of those days, one of those moments. If we can win, if we can make it through here, and hopefully we can, because I mean, beating them 5-2 at the Bernabeu was massive. Whether we can do it again here at London Stadium in the pouring rain is going to be a different question entirely, but we're going to give it a good go, and I'll tell you that for free. 3-goal lead to protect. Obviously, we had this lead going into the game against AC Milan as well, but whether we can manage it again, let's see. Tie's not over, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Rodrigo. Valverde can't get caught. Oh, that's a great chance. There's a great stop from Mamardashvili to keep us level here.
And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Real chance.
Oh, big opportunity. Goncalves goes for it, and Mamardashvili again has to make the save. Can't quite get it clear. Big chance, Goncalves. Oh, that's a wonderful save again from Mamardashvili. That is outrageously good. Just the drilled ball in, and Rodrigo's hit that with full pelt. It's a great save. Oh, and Vinicius wins it. The high press just about works. Martial, and that has relieved all the pressure. It's been all Real Madrid for 33 minutes. That Anthony Martial fires us into a 4-goal lead on aggregate. Oh, I've been absolutely shitting myself. High press, Vinicius won it, ran to the bar, it's another cutback, and Martial with a deft finish to put us ahead here at the home leg and extend our margin of lead to 4. We couldn't quite get enough on Cabral, with I think just his second goal of the season, puts us 2-0 up just before the break. I think his only goals have come in the Champions League for us. That is an exquisite header to double our lead here, and we've definitely been the better team since we've taken the lead. We almost got away, we almost high pressed them again, which forced the corner. It's a great knock in by Ward-Prowse, and Cabral just thumps it in. A brilliant header from the Brazilian centre back. 20 years old, scoring a goal like that against Real Madrid in a Champions League semi-final. What a moment, and what a way for us to take a 7-2 lead in this game. And we have got 45 minutes to go until we're in a Champions League final. I can't believe it, really. We're absolutely dominating them here. They once again subbed off Muller with about 5 minutes to go in the half. It's the most random thing I think I've ever seen the AI do. But Harry Kane's on, so we have got to watch that in the second half. But fortunately for us, we have got a 2-goal lead, not only in the tie, but we've got a 5-goal lead in the actual, a 2-goal lead in the game, but a 5-goal lead in the tie, which is quite incredible, really. And do you know what? It's been a really even contest. They were the better team for the first half an hour, but as soon as we took the lead, they've just not been able to get past us. So, looking confident for the second half here. And Kane. What's another great stop by Mamardashvili. He's having a brilliant game. A corner for Madrid. Rice this time gets it away, but thumped back in by Federico Valverde. And that is our lead halved, but in the grand scheme of things, not a goal that really affects us terribly in the tie. So lovely finish by Valverde. We had it clear, but it just falls to Valverde. He just Takes that touch, and on the volley, that is a superb finish. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about it. Brilliant goal from Real Madrid here.
He's in here.
Oh, and Kvaratskhelia, I thought he might have been offside. But he's picked up, and he's made it 3-1. I thought he might have been offside when he picked the loose ball up, but he wasn't. And we've reaped the benefits of that. And Kvaratskhelia has scored yet another goal for us here. He's been probably player of the season, if not for Scamacca. An absolutely brilliant display from us again. Restoring our 2-goal advantage here in the game. And just executing brilliantly. We are pretty much coasting to the Champions League final. Jimenez has been great as well at this left-hand side. Vinicius. He's got all that green grass to run in front of. And Vinicius, I keep trying to... I don't know what I'm saying. I keep trying to call him Martial, but it's just not. It's Vinicius Jr. against his old club again. His 3rd goal of the tie. Making it 9-3 on aggregate for us. 4-1 on the night. And Vinicius Jr., who scored over 30 goals this season in his debut campaign. What a player he's been. What an addition. For a small valuation of 99 million for a player of that quality is unbelievable. His last action of the half as well. And first to every ball. And now Ryan Cherki with a chance, squares it for Martial, who makes it 10-3 on aggregate. Really does just rubber stamp how much better we've been than Real Madrid across 2 games. Anthony Martial getting his 2nd of the night. He's not had a great game despite scoring 2 though. A really good bit of play from Cherki and Davies on that left hand side, and Cherki just fires it across. And that is a scintillating move to make it 5-1 and seal our route to our first ever Champions League final. Martial finds Bowen. Bowen could make it 6 here. Bowen rolls in a 6th. We are just absolutely dominating here. It's so beyond the realms of possibility that a tie like this would finish 5-2 and then 6-1. It's just unbelievable. But we are massively the better team at the minute. And Jarrod Bowen makes no mistake. He's not as many minutes this season, but when he has got those opportunities, he's been superb with every touch and every goal. Prowse. Oh, it's a big chance, and Harry Kane's in. It's another great save by Mamardashvili.
Able to survive that attacking push. Jarrod
Bowen. Martial's found himself free. Is this a chance for a Martial hat-trick? It is a chance for a Martial hat-trick. 7-1 on the night. This is unprecedented. What a ball from Jarrod Bowen, and what a finish from Martial. And I'll say it again, he's not had his best game, but he's scored a hat-trick here. And I'm speechless at the minute. I don't know how we've managed to put 7 past this Real Madrid team. I'm going to take Cabral off. He's been superb here, but take nothing away from this Martial goal. Just paces the defender and then gets in behind. And that is exactly what we wanted to see. And Rice has won it. And Cherki now has a chance to add an 8th. Oh, do you know what? It's simply unbelievable, and I need to prove it that I'm not like taking the piss. But like 50 on all of these, and 50 on all of these, so I've got no need to cheat, but I just need to. I feel the need to prove my innocence when shit like that happens. Ryan Cherki's made it 8-1. And 13-3 on aggregate. We've just been so far ahead of every other team. Oh, so far ahead of this Real Madrid team tonight. It's so good. Unbelievable. And Ryan Cherki wraps up the night with a special goal. Absolutely brilliant. And there it is. It's official. We are Champions League finalists for the first time in this series. And that is absolutely wonderful, a brilliant, an outstanding performance.
Well, it was a spectacular
A Martial
season,
hat-trick, a couple of
Anthony
goals
Martial, whatever way you
from
slice it.
Cabral,
Non-attacking
Shirky,
performance.
Bowen.
John, your assessment.
I don't even know who else scored. Vinicius scored as well, didn't they? Yeah,
Real
absolutely
chance.
brilliant. The only blemish on the game was that wonderful goal from Federico Valverde. Just look, we absolutely dominated them. They passed the ball a lot more, but we were just so clinical. And we are Champions League finalists, which is top tier. And I don't know who we're going to be playing yet. It's going to be between Barcelona or PSG. There's an omen for a bit of revenge on PSG for obviously knocking us out at the semi-final stage last season. But do we want to risk that, that fight with PSG again, or do we want to try something new and play that Barcelona team? Fucking unbelievable that. I'm so happy with the way that tie's gone. And our first ever Champions League final is nothing to gripe about. So yeah, the Premier League is pretty much done, as you can see. We're not going to catch Spurs, I don't think. But the Champions League and the FA Cup are what we're going to put all of our efforts into now. Obviously, as I said, Premier League pretty much done, but we can still fight for it. We are just going to simulate the last few games. If we lose here, it's over. Well, we needed to win every game really to get the title. So unfortunate, really, that the league has gone down like that. But nothing we haven't won before. So yeah, just a shame that it's going to be Tottenham. Part of me really wants that Chelsea team to push him all the way. But yeah, no, we've dropped down to 4th now. Fucking hell, we might not even finish in the Champions League spaces. We've got to win this game against Leeds here. This is... Oof, God, a Zaniolo red card. Which is unbelievably poor timing, because the next game is the FA Cup final. So... we have lost our best right midfielder, but obviously Jared Bowen can come in and fill that void. It's just a shame that he's... Oh, what a player. This is what I'm on about. Ignacio Rey, mid to high overall with a high potential, is unbelievable. So we'll definitely take that. But oh, I thought it was another scouting network, but it wasn't. Yeah, let's have a look at that guy actually, because we've got some more. Look at that, 63 overall, 17 as well. That is exactly what we wanted to see. High overall, high potential as well. And I'm just going to stick developments on these two as well. Yeah, I don't really care. We'll promote him as well, just so we can loan him out. This is another one, Michael Edwards. Looks unbelievable what he does. But now we've got to play the FA Cup final without Zaniolo, so that's not ideal. We are going to obviously make small changes to the 11 for this one, just to help ease my pain. We're going to make a couple of changes because obviously I do want to win the FA Cup. Yeah, unsurprisingly. And it's going to be a massive game with Liverpool as well, a team that we recently battered, so who knows. It's only our second FA Cup final. It's another trip to Wembley though, which is obviously nice. It's a nice experience to go to Wembley a lot, but so I don't know what to expect from this anymore. FA Cup final, Liverpool, it's revenge for 2005 if we can get a win here, so that's all I'm hoping for. But we'll see how it goes. It's an early precedent for the game. And Nunes will swing it in. Oh, and it's off the bar. And it's offside anyway, but what a chance that was for Liverpool to take a fairly early lead. But yeah, just offside there. Jimenez. Got Skamaka up front for him. Who's got Kvaratskhelia. And Kvaratskhelia finds the back of the net. And we do take the early lead. Really lovely play again. Skamaka and Kvaratskhelia link up this season has been second to none. Honestly, it's been so good. He really has come in and replaced that Paquetá role. Great play though, great football. And Kvaratskhelia was never missing on his left foot there. And now we do have ourselves a lead at Wembley against Liverpool. That's exactly the start we would have wanted. Wan-Bissaka does well. Just needs to get it away, of course. Nunes, it's a great stop from Mamardashvili. He's had a really good couple of games.
How about the short corner? And the cross goes in.
Ake gets rid of that one nicely.
Threat over for
Or Vinicius has slipped through. It's one pass and Vinicius makes it 2-0. And it's an unbelievable, unbelievable goal. It's 2 passes away from the corner. The clearance and then the ball through from Kvaratskhelia, and Vinicius was always having the pace on those 2 defenders. And it was, maybe just takes it a little bit too close to Alisson, but rolls it past him for 2-0. And the Brazilian is sent the West Ham end at Wembley into raptures. What a start. Well, he does get a bit of, he gets the rub of the green. Vinicius in for Skamaka, and it is 3-0. Jesus Christ. And an early 3-goal lead. It's only taken us 20 minutes. It is shades of that 2005 FA Cup final, I'll tell you that. If it goes to 3-all, I'm gonna have words, but what an unbelievable. We're just counter-attacking so well at the minute. And Skamaka was never, like, there was a good angle for Alisson to have saved it, but just didn't get down quick enough for it, and Skamaka gets another goal this season. Oh, it's Bowen. Another opportunity for us, potentially. And Skamaka again. Oh, and Kvaratskhelia drills it home. The deflection was so kind to us there. But it's 4-0 after just 20 minutes. And we are just romping Liverpool here. It's an absolute demolition job. It's such a fortunate goal, though. I don't feel like I can complain about any of the goals that we concede like that. After we get one like that. Skamaka's effort drilled in, and unfortunately for Mancini, it's just cannoned off of him and fell its way perfectly to Kvaratskhelia for a tap-in for his 2nd goal of the game. Oh, and Kvaratskhelia in. Oh, and it should have been the hat-trick for Kvaratskhelia. It should have been 5. That's such a brilliant opportunity. He just drills it wide. It's so close, though. That's agonising for him. Oh, and Cabral. It's a big chance. It's a big save from Mamardashvili this time. We almost played ourselves into a lot of trouble there. And that is half-time in the FA Cup final. Convincing 4-0 display here. We have just battered them completely. It's been so easy. They've not been able to handle anything that we've put at them. And look at that, just complete domination. The only thing they do better, the only thing they've done more of is passes, but yeah, it's been so easy for us. But we do have a second half to play before we can lift that trophy. But yeah, good half so far.
And running it back.
And Cabral, and it's a save. Thought there was a chance of a foul, but Nunes has forced a very good save out of Mamardashvili there. And he does get the ball, but it's just not very clean. But yeah, good save nonetheless.
Let's see about the delivery.
Oh, it's a chance, and it's a goal. And Mancini's volleyed that home. That's got some venom on it. And yeah, it's a little bit fortunate. We just couldn't get the ball away from their corner. Very good finish from Mancini though. So not too upset. It's just Darwin Nunez done very well to win. That's a cracking finish though from Mancini. It always seems to be the rebounds from corners that seem to get us out. But yeah, 4-1. We've got a game on. Rice finds Vinicius. And Vinicius has got the pace here. Vinicius. Oh no. And it's scrambled in. Possibly one of the more confusing goals we'll score all season. Vinicius forces home a 5th. It's not going to count for him, but Just has all the pace on that wing. And it's a good initial shot to force the rebound, but unfortunately for Alisson, it's cannoned off the post twice and then rolled in off of him. That's very unfortunate for him. Bowen, that's a great knock to find Scamacca. Scamacca in for his second of the game. Oh, it's a brilliant finish. And we have gone 6-1 up. And again, we're just coasting here. This has been one of the easier games against Liverpool we've had. It's just been so clinical. And this time it is going to count towards our players' tally, but yeah, unfortunate for Liverpool. They've just been outplayed completely. That's a great goal from Scamacca, who's banging form and is in with a shout to be player of the season. And Rice has won it. And Rice has found Scamacca in for a hat-trick. It's bread and butter for the man. 7-1 up in the FA Cup final here. And we have just steamrolled them. We won the ball high up, but they just didn't have the space to... They didn't have the players to cover it, and Scamacca's running away with the match ball as well as the trophy. It's been so good. And we are pretty much guaranteed our second FA Cup trophy of this series, back-to-back in the FA Cup as well, which is exactly what we would have wanted. Oh, it's lovely play. Full Scamacca again off. Lovely one-touch stuff, 1-2-touch passing. And Scamacca just thumps it in for his 4th and our 8th. The man of the... it's undoubted at this point. I think he's going to win player of the... He's at least going to win my player of the season vote. But it's just lovely stuff. And it's another brilliant finish from a man who's, I want to say, nearing 60 goals this season. Which is simply unprecedented. You don't get players like that. One of the best in the world for sure. Traps us in a corner there. And Gundogan's going to have a hit. And that is some hit from Gundogan. It's very much a consolation goal for them, but if you're going to score a consolation, it may as well be a good one. That's a lovely goal. They put 3 players on us. They really did press us there. We just couldn't get out of it, so... Yeah, again, not going to change the outcome of the game, but to take that at the first touch and just to thump it in like that, that's quality. And Ilkay Gundogan adds a second for Liverpool here. Milinkovic-Savic. Cross on. That's a good save from Mamardashvili. Absolutely brilliant. Trent. We're going to give him a third for Liverpool. Another consolation, but really sloppy from us to give the ball away like that. And Jota gets a goal in the FA Cup final. Fair play to him, but not going to count for anything. But Ward-Prowse was a little bit lax on the ball. And they just carved us open. Really good stuff. It's a shame that we were 6 goals ahead when they scored it, but yeah, unfortunate. But nothing is going to change my mood or the outcome of this game. At Wembley, we have won our second FA Cup of this series. We've done it against Liverpool. We got revenge for 2005. That's exactly what we wanted to see. An 8-3 win. Like an unbelievable scoreline. It's unreal how many goals we've been scoring recently. It's just, we are so clinical, it's not even funny. But an 8-3 win gives us our second trophy of the season. And that is exactly what we needed to see. And we're going to watch the trophy celebrations again, because it never gets old watching these trophy celebrations. This group of players have grown as a squad. They've done so well to just work with each other here. Scamacca getting 4 goals. I almost forgot about that. Unbelievable performance from him. All the momentum sort of shifted when he came off. He is the focal point of this team, really. Declan Rice may be the skipper, but the main man is definitely that number 7 in the back there. And for the second time, we are FA Cup champions. It's exactly what we wanted to see. I'm so happy. I'm delighted that we were able to win this again. I can't remember how many trophies we've won now this season, but or this series, but we're creeping up there. That's exact. It's a lovely sight to be seen.
Full marks to the entire
Another trophy
team,
win for
and
us,
now they get the chance to
and
exhale
we
and
still
enjoy.
have the biggest trophy of them all to play
They've
for.
been brilliant
Still
in
don't
this
know who we're
competition, and
playing.
so have the fans. They're
Part of me's
really got
praying it's
behind their
Barcelona,
team.
so we might
They've
actually
played a
stand
big
half a
part in
chance.
this win.
But if
Just
it's
look at those
PSG,
faces in the crowd.
then
Great stuff.
it's history for either team because I don't think they won the Champions League in that last season. I think they lost to Manchester City. But that is pretty much all we've got to fight for left this season, is that Champions League spot. We've still got to fight for the Champions League, the actual top four, because we've struggled in recent weeks in the Premier League. So, and that is, yeah, it's going to be a tough one because if we finish fifth, then it really means we do have to win the Premier League, the Champions League, in order to get Champions League football. But hopefully that's not the case. Dominated here at Wembley for an FA Cup win, and that is beautiful scenes. Obviously, we're not in a title fight at the minute, but we still need to qualify for the Champions League. A big result, and that, I believe, is a massive result not only for us but for Tottenham as well. We may have just won them the league, which is slightly jarring. But Vinicius Junior, Ake, and Zaniolo getting us a 3-0 win at Stamford Bridge probably, I believe, gives Tottenham, yeah, all but confirmed Tottenham's Premier League title, and it does confirm our top four spot. But that's a slight bit disappointing. I wouldn't have even minded losing if it was going to put it down to the final day. But yeah, that's possibly the worst thing that we could have seen, is a Tottenham Hotspur title win. And I believe I just saw our Champions League final opponents as Barcelona. So, for the sake of keeping everybody as fit as humanly possible, I am going to change the team about for this final game. Because I don't really fancy losing out on any players. So, that's going to be the team to round off our season. A debut in there for Scott Roberts. Yeah. Hopefully, it should win anyway. Yeah, 4-2 win against Middlesbrough. Jimenez getting a rare goal. He got 2. It's quite impressive. The left back getting 2 goals on the final day of the season. We win 4-2. That's a good way to end, really. You know, the Premier League, we do indeed have Barcelona in the Champions League final. It's an unbelievably massive occasion for us here. I'm nervous. It's a prestigious team as well. We only finished 5 points off in the end, but those sim games at the end just did kill us. 81 points, over 100 goals in the season. We're unfortunate not to have won. But yeah, Middlesbrough, Southampton and Fulham relegated. Arsenal finished 17th. My word, that is remarkable. That's incredible. 17th place for Arsenal in the Premier League. That's ridiculous. Quite simply unheard of. And we have agreed loan moves for some more of our youth players here, as we're going to look to shape up the future of the club as well. But who is top scorer at the minute? So top scorer is Vinicius Junior. Martial is also up there with 11 goals in 9, to be fair. But no matter what, I think one of our players is going to finish as the top scorer in the Champions League. But that's superb. We just want to quickly check on the Premier League as well. We had top scorer in the Carabao Cup as well. The FA Cup, Skamaka's 4 goals put him just ahead of Kvaratskhelia. Shield, obviously, we dominated. In the Premier League, he got 35 goals. I can't remember how many he got in the previous seasons, but absolutely brilliant. And assists-wise, Skamaka was up there as well, so not bad at all from him. But yeah, this is all we've really wanted. We wanted to be here last season, but obviously we got knocked out. So this is and we're back at the San Siro. I can't believe that. But just a quick look. Europa League winners were Atletico Madrid. They beat Manchester United in the final. And the Conference League winners were Tottenham. So they did a double, and they beat Inter. So, very, very good. Look at the other European things there, but obviously for us, this is our stage. The Champions League final, what an unbelievable moment for us here. Could be possibly the biggest game. Well, I mean, it goes without saying it's the biggest game of the season. But we've got to make sure the team is right for this one, because so we've got Pyatt there, but I'm not going to play it. I'm not even going to give him that spot on the bench, which is sad, given it's his. Actually, do you know what? Because it's his last game, I'll give him his place. He's probably not going to get minutes, but that is. I feel it's the right thing to do. And obviously, in terms of stats, Schumacher hitting nearly 60 goals this season, as with a further 25 assists. That's remarkable. And obviously, can't go without saying about Vinicius Jr. having an unbelievable debut campaign of 36 goals with 19 assists. But obviously, we did lose Lucas Paquetá very early on in the season. Not great, but this is the big one at the San Siro, playing Manchester United, playing FC Barcelona. We've got a very good team. You know, Pedri, Mount, Lewandowski, Torres, De Jong, Koulibaly, Gvardiol, left back, Koundé and ter Stegen. That is really, really good. But it all comes down to this. I am shitting myself. I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky. The biggest game of the season, the Champions League final. We beat Barcelona's biggest rivals to get here, and now we have an opportunity to stamp ourselves in history and become winners of Europe's elite competition. I can't believe we've made it here, let alone the fact that we have a chance to win it at such an incredible ground as the San Siro. This is everything we've hoped for and more. And yeah, like I said, it all comes down to this. You've got to beat the best to be the best. And that's hopefully what we're going to do here against Barcelona. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Through Rice for Vinicius Jr. Oh, it's a brilliant ball from Vinicius Jr. to find Scamacca. And Scamacca opens the scoring in the 6th minute. The Italian, back home in Italy, fires home his 58th goal of the season and gives us the lead against Barcelona in the Champions League final. What a moment. What a start to this game. What a ball from Vinicius as well. And Scamacca's just never missing. He's the most clinical player on the planet at the minute. And the Champions League final is opened up with a moment of magic from Scamacca. Vinicius wins it though. Scamacca now with an opportunity to drive forward. Gets past Longley. Scamacca for 2-0. Oh, it's just unbelievable. And Zilowenko Scamacca's made it 2-0. That's a fantastic solo run. Another moment of just pure magic from the Italian. 59 goals. A hat-trick would put in a Champions League final would put him to 60 goals. It's just unprecedented. And you just knew that was going in. The moment he got past Koundé and fucking Longley, he was always scoring there. He was always the favourite. That is a moment of Zaniolo. He's got Scamacca ahead of him. He does find him. Scamacca's got Koulibaly to beat, and Scamacca's in for a hat-trick. Speechless. Half an hour in, 3-0 up. Hat-trick for Scamacca, his 60th goal of the season. A hat-trick in not only just a hat-trick against Barcelona, but a hat-trick against Barcelona in a Champions League final. He has been unbelievable. He's so clinical. Just whenever he gets in front of goal, you think that's going to be a goal. He's going to hit the back of the net no matter what. 3-0. We've taken a very commanding lead in this game. Zaniolo. Oh, couldn't quite. And Zaniolo's got it back and he's going to find Scamacca again. Scamacca with a huge chance. Oh, it's a big save from ter Stegen. That could have been a 4 for us there. Finds Zaniolo. Oh, it's agonisingly close from the Italian. A really good effort on the volley there. Just doesn't quite hit it right. But it's a good effort nonetheless. It just scrapes past and wide there. Big chance here. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Mamardashvili to deny Frankie de Jong here. That's a brilliant cross in. It's a really good header. A super save from Mamardashvili. We know how susceptible we are. We clear it, but we don't clear it enough. It's happened again here, and it's off the line. Oh, it's a good stop, Mamardashvili. We need to get better at clearing the ball from corners, though, because that could have been really, really costly. It's a great set of players. It's a good header. Is that Mount? Yeah, it's really good, but great save. Scamacca. Just going to find Zaniolo. Scamacca. Oh my god, look at the burst of pace from Scamacca. It's 4-0. And a fourth goal for Scamacca. If he's not careful, if he carries on the way he is, he's going to overtake Vinicius Junior as top scorer in the Champions League. This is unbelievable. Just that burst of pace to get away from Longley, it's unreal. Once again, I feel like I have to show you like the sliders, because I'm not taking the piss. I have no need to cheat on this game, so why would I change the sliders? I know no one's probably going to accuse me of it, but for me it's just like, it's so easy. And immediately after that was the last kick of the half. 4-0 up at the San Siro in the Champions League final. I want to say it looks pretty much home and dry. Scamacca's 4 goals are currently bringing us Europe's most elite trophy, which is incredible to think about. We've been head and shoulders above every team we've played at the minute, so I don't know anymore. But yeah, unbelievable performance. Hopefully we can just keep it up in the second half, because personally I want to see that trophy being lifted very well. It's lovely football again from us. Zaniolo's got Scamacca to aim at in the middle. Oh my god. Zilowanka Scamacca has made it 5-0 and that's the pick of the bunch. A scissor kick to score his 5th goal in a Champions League final. What a player. What a season he's had. He's more than taken over that 60 goal mark. What a ball in from Zaniolo. It was just a stupidly good finish to find the back of the net. And he makes it 5-0. And the second half's only just begun. What a fucking game this has been. That's a lovely knock. That's a good goal from Ferran Torres, who's pulled one back for Barcelona here. That's a lovely ball. I think it was Frankie de Jong that played it in. That was superb. That's a great header from Ferran Torres to make it 5-1. And Barcelona have finally woken up in this game and decided to give us a moment just to be aware that they are still here and they are still very capable. That's just a brilliant knock. Mamardashvili comes off his line and just waits for the header and loops over him. Really good play though from Barcelona. And we do have to be careful that we don't concede another, because the comeback could be on. On Scamacca. And he goes back to Vinicius Junior. And Scamacca's got a 6th. This is unbelievable. A double hat-trick from the Italian. 6 goals for the man who's back home. I know he didn't play for even Milan teams, but it's in Italy, and that's just what a place to do it as well. What a good pass there from Vinicius, and it's just a stupid. Once again, it's a quality finish from Scamacca, who at this point I feel has overtaken Vinicius Junior as top scorer in this competition, because he's just been that good, that clinical in every game. Frankie de Jong and Torres on the ball. Oh, it's a lovely knock. And de Jong's made it 6-2. And again, we've been pegged back, but I feel like it's much too late for Barcelona to spring any real, danger to the outcome of the game. So I don't know. Frankie de Jong's definitely been their best player though. It's a lovely play. gets it through. That's a great finish as well. Just no stopping that from Amdashvili. Unfortunate, but I'm not upset. We're winning 6-2 at the end of the day. Matty Cash. In for Barcelona now. Oh, it's lovely stuff. Ansu Fati's in. He's got a chance and he's scored it. This game's not over. It's 6-3. About 5 or 6 minutes to go. Again, a little bit sloppy for myself. Probably do a lot better there, but yeah, frustrating. But that's a great ball, to be fair. Just can't get near him. Yeah, it's very good from Ansu Fati. But I'm still confident we're going to see out this result. So fingers crossed. This game here, we do look like we're going to be heading towards a monumental victory against Barcelona here. Bowen finds Scamacca. He could make it. Oh, it's a big opportunity wasted, but it doesn't matter in the end because we are the Champions League winners. It's taken us our second attempt in the competition. Agonising last year as we lost in the semi-final stage, but this year we've been head and shoulders. We even finished second in the group and we've still come away and won our first ever Champions League, our second European trophy of the entire career mode. A fitting way to end this season. The only blemish is that we've come so close to another treble and also come close to achieving the treble for the first time. But yeah, next year we have to go for all three. That is the biggest prize in club football, and we're so delighted to have won that. The best of the bunch, the biggest in the series. Declan Rice as captain will lift the Champions League, and that is the moment we've been waiting for. The heartbreak of losing to PSG last year, and you know, Barcelona gave us a hell of a second half fight back, pulling it back to 6-3, but Scamacca absolutely annihilated their defence here tonight, and that is the moment a moment we could have dreamed of. It's taken 3 years, 2 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, a Carabao Cup, a couple of Community Shields as well, a Europa Conference League, and now the Champions League trophy. And everything we could have asked for we've done. We've won everything that we could possibly win, bar the Europa League and the Super Cup, which we'll be playing in next season. It's just the memory, the biggest moment of the season. It took us 2 years in FIFA 19, but yeah, obviously we had possibly the best wonder kid on the game in Mbappe that year. So yeah, brilliant though. Champions League winners against Barcelona, dominated, completely and utterly dominated. And I need to see how that man did not get man of the match and only played an 8.7 despite getting 6 goals in a Champions League final. But they gave it to Ferran Torres. Okay, make it make sense. And yeah, I'm unbelievably speechless. I was expecting a much tighter game, but obviously they gave it there's nothing you can do when you just play against one of the best team. Treble triumph. Oh, because we won the Carabao Cup. Yeah, that is superb. I'm so happy. I do need to actually. I'm going to fact check who got top scorer in the Champions League, because it was Scamacca tied it in the end with 13. Those 6 goals really helped him. But yeah, a brilliant way for Payet to end his career as well. Obviously, retiring as well. But 63 goals this season for Scamacca has immediately put him in the legend books. And a 6-goal haul in a Champions League final is not something you see ever, really. So, more than happy with the way he played. I'm more than happy with the team at the minute. There is obviously going to be changes next season. We're going to make, signings and sales. But yeah, we're going for the treble next year. In fact, I feel like we should make it our mission to go for the quintuple, just purely out of like, you know, to win it all, basically. Is it a quintuple, or it'd probably be a sextuple in all fairness, with like the Community Shield going on as well. So I don't know. It's going to be a fun season though, and I feel like we're going to see very good players coming through. You know, obviously we'll probably sell some players as well. But finally, Lucas Paquetá is back. He's been injured for 8 months of this season, but he's finally returned to us, and I'm happy for him that he's back. But it's going to be difficult for him to get back in the team, especially with how well Kvaratskhelia has been playing. And like that's the only thing, is that he's been so good for us that 25 goals in 30 games, as well as 21 assists, and he's 4 years younger, I think. 3 years younger, but like, still, it's really difficult for me to see him getting those minutes again. But yeah, Ray has gone to Paderborn, which is good for him. Our little Argentinian wonder kid is going to have fun in German's, I want to say second division, but it's probably the, I don't know, yeah, probably is the second division. But yeah, unbelievable season really, and that is where we're going to leave this episode off. Premier League, we obviously had our worst season to date, but Community Shield winners, FA Cup winners, Carabao Cup winners, and Champions League winners. Just unbelievable, really. An unprecedented season of success for us. Hopefully next year we can have even more. But if you have enjoyed the episode and obviously the season, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.